there. I'm Tammie Wolf. I'm the Executive Director of Grace, and I have two very special guests with me here today that I've asked to join me and to talk a little bit with you about why they made a generous bequest gift to Grace. So first of all, our guests are Tammie and Joe. And Tammie and Joe, so nice to have you here. Thank you very much for taking this time out of your day to be here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
You guys have been so good to Grace over the years. So thank you for yet another nice thing you're doing for us. So Tammie and Joe, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourselves?
Well, Joe and I both have a background in primatology, and that's actually how we met. We were at a meeting in the US that is focused on primates. And Joe is a primate veterinarian, and he spent most of his very long career working with both monkeys and apes. And I have a PhD in zoology, and my work was with chimpanzees. And then I've had a long career in zoos, and I worked with many animals. Chimpanzees had always had my heart, and I had the opportunity to work with them, not only in captivity, but also in the wild, primarily in Uganda, but in equatorial Africa. And where you have chimpanzees, you often have gorillas. And so when this project came up, it seemed like a natural fit for Joe and I with our backgrounds to help out with this special project.
Well, we've definitely been super grateful for you. So why don't you tell folks a little bit about how you have been involved with Grace over the years?
Well, we became involved from the beginning, and it was actually in 2008 when we were asked, would we be interested, I was asked, would I be interested in helping? And so Joe can tell his version of the story because he has the married to Tammie role
as a specific role.
So I got involved because I was asked, would Disney be interested in helping set up a project in the Congo to care for confiscated gorillas? So I talked to Disney and they said yes. And so in 2008, we made our initial journey. So Joe, how did you get involved?
I got to carry the luggage and the camera.
Seriously, Joe.
It's been a symbiotic relationship because, you know, Tammie knows the conservation aspects of this, and I know a lot of the animal health aspects of it. So it's been very beneficial. Mostly we got involved because we went to a unique place on the planet, and we met some amazing people who, as a community, wanted to do something to work with gorillas. And so it was an opportunity that you really couldn't pass up. Disney was good enough to start off with some funding, and Tammie got to do it through employment. I got to do it because I happened to be married to her.
Yes, and I should probably add, Tammie was very high up at Disney at the time. She's since retired, but so Tammie, you've really been there right from the get-go, haven't you?
We have been, yeah.
You've seen, you know, all of the incredible growth of Grace in over a decade now. So let's back away a little bit from Grace. But if I were to say, what would you like your legacy to the world to be one day? And by a legacy, I mean one day when you're long gone, what would you like to leave behind?
So when we think about our legacy, what we would like to be known is as people who cared for gorillas and were able to commit to helping help save this unique species in some small way, but that we also cared for people. And our agreement, both professionally and personally, when we began this endeavor, was that this was not expats going over there to save a species. This was expats going over there to help empower Congolese to save a species because it is their gorillas. And I feel like we've done that. And Grace is living proof of that today, being run by Congolese. And that was always our goal. So I hope when people remember us, it's not just for the gorillas, but it was also our commitment to ensuring that the people of Congo would be the one doing the work.
I think that's so important. It's one of the things I'm proudest of with Grace is the fact that, you know, Grace has had such an impact on the community and empowering them to be able to protect their gorillas. So that's great. So then, then just as a final question, you have made a gift to Grace in your will. But I'm curious, what moved you to actually make that decision to formally leave a bequest to Grace in your will?
I think one of the biggest things is being with this since its inception, from the very beginning, seeing it grow, seeing it mature, seeing the community step up to the plate and take it on. And, with COVID and just before that, an Ebola outbreak in the area, these people never backed away from the challenge. They've continued to support it. They've developed an incredible education outreach program. And they feel like they have global recognition for what they do and that they're people that now make a difference. And it's hard not to support that. So, Tammie and I are going to leave, about a third of whatever's left in the bank to Grace. And we'd like to see it be able to, continue the effort and make an initial difference in the future security for the organization and the people. I think the other thing that we need to kind of mention is that, neither Tammie or I came from a background of wealth. And, we've been very lucky and a lot of people have helped us along the way. And I think you do have to pay it forward. You just have to realize where you've been, where you've gotten to, and then help other people make the same kind of forward progress with their life.
That's so nice. Well, you are both an incredibly talented and special couple. And as executive director, I'd like to say a huge thank you for making such a gift to Grace. And I think it means such a lot to me because the both of you really know all the innards of Grace. So all the everyday problems we have and everything else. And it means it's such a vote of confidence in Grace that the two of you are prepared to do this to stabilize Grace in the future and make sure that the amazing work we've done is going to last for a very long time.
I think the other thing, Tammie, is that we've had 13 years to watch the community grow and take this on. And with that growth, we've also had an increase in trust and confidence. And if anybody can pull this off, this community can.
Very well said, Joe. I can't say better than that. So thank you for that.
And I would just say one last thing, Tammie, is that, we've seen not only the community grow, but we've seen these gorillas grow from babies to this functioning adult group now. And, that has been such an amazing feat to accomplish. We've kind of done what, people said probably couldn't be done. So that's great. But we also know that every species needs a champion. And we believe that Grace is going to be that champion for Growers Gorillas.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you both. I really appreciate you taking your time and just sharing with our viewers why you did this. That means the world. Thank you. Thank you.